Hi guys, I'm Heath Poland with Urban Security Agents. I just uploaded a couple of shorts to YouTube. When they get processed and get put on, I'll share them to my other pages, Facebook, TikTok, etc. But for right now, I want to do a little longer shout out to both of these guys that I got to meet. One is Mr. Mark A. Bain with Bullseye Dry Fire. Uh, Now, in the older days, everybody said, dry firing was, bad and not good for your weapon and whatnot. But look, if you don't have an opportunity to go shoot as often as you would like, or, practice in an environment that would be safe, the dry firing, whether it's a dry fire system or just dry firing, period. For example, I run through my house practicing, how to clear corners and rooms, and just in case if somebody did come into my home, and how to get to this response a little quicker. And I can't do that with live ammo, obviously. That, and I live within city limits, so it makes it a little harder for me to go dry fire to go fire my weapon like I would like to. Um, Going to a range isn't bad. Don't get me wrong. I don't mind a range, and there's nothing wrong with going to a range. But I would rather be like out on some land, out in the country, where I can actually shoot, move, maneuver, do everything that I need to do that is associated with, one, my company, and two, with how I would need to do it in my home, okay? So for those who think dry firing's bad, y'all can disagree all you want, but listen, I think it's a good idea. I do it all the time. It also makes sure that my gun's in working condition. The slide, the trigger pull, all that stuff's in working condition. Now, when I go shoot, obviously there are other things that come along with, making sure that weapon's in proper working condition. One of them being, when you shoot, is rounds going to where it's supposed to be? Is it ejecting it like it's supposed to be? Does it sound properly? And I'm not talking about the big bang. You can hear your gun, your weapon, make certain noises that will let you know that something's not right. Okay, it's like a car. It's like any other thing that has mechanics. It will let you know. With that being said, shout out to this guy again. If you guys need the website or anything, it's www.capitalbulls, capital E with I, dry, capital F for fire.com. So www.bullseyedryfire.com. All the first letters are capitalized. That's the website. He did let me know that and this is a week ago, that from that point on to now, that his website was being built and should be ready within this week, next week, somewhere along those lines. But you have the QR code on the back. If you want to get in touch with him directly, comment, let me know, and I will send you over the information that you would need to do this, okay? So let me go back to dry firing. This guy, I got to play with this guy's system at the gun show, which, by the way, was at Lexington Ice Center in Lexington, Kentucky. Shout out to those guys as well, the gun show people and Lexington Ice Center. Good folks, both parties. They've been hosting this for, some time now. I believe the next gun show is going to be in June. I'm not sure. I will let everybody know as soon as I know something. But anyway, dry firing. Look, I don't get to go to a range as often as I would like. One, I can't afford the rounds, the amount of rounds that I would need to do what I want to do right now. Okay, so I don't get to shoot as often as I would like. I don't have the land to do it on. I don't have property. I don't have any of that stuff. and everybody I know lives in, an hour to 2 hours away from me, if not more, that has land for me to do this on. So it's a little difficult for me to go shoot, which is absolutely no excuse, but it's just difficult. Okay. But listen, you can dry fire at home. Just do it safely. One of the things that I've noticed that helps me when I dry fire is one, aiming. Now I've gotten to the point, and this is years and years of doing this, that I don't have to close an eye. It's all muscle memory. But I don't have to aim anymore. And it's just, when I draw and I go out to full combat, it's there. Okay. That's what dry firing has helped with me do. Another thing is trigger discipline and trigger pull. Because when you're dry firing, you can slow down everything and concentrate on certain aspects of your handling of a weapon to improve your skill, to improve what you're wanting to do with that weapon. Okay. For example, I own Urban Security Agents. It helps me with that. But it also helps me with clearing my home, training within my home, those sorts of things, which I think everybody that owns a firearm should be doing anyway. Now, there's a lot of, older school folk that, dry firing's bad for your gun. It messes everything up. I've not ever had an issue with any of the firearms that I own that have had mechanical problems after I dry fire. Okay, maybe I need to go back and clean it, because I've been monkeying around with it, that sort of thing. But mechanically wise, they work properly. They work fine. There's nothing wrong with it. And dry firing helps muscle memory, coming out of your holster, coming up, not jerking that trigger, but squeezing a gentle, I say gentle, but a consistent squeeze on the trigger. That way you're not jerking it. That way you're not anticipating. All of those things help when you actually go fire live rounds. So that's the biggest thing, for me with dry firing a firearm. Okay. I think everybody should do it. And again, if you guys want any information on this guy's system, let me know. I'll get it posted, or I'll send it to you via an email, whatever the case may be. Just let him know that we sent you to him. I don't know what will happen. I don't know, just let him know that Urban Security Agents sent you over to that, him, and go from there. Okay, guys.